Hey guys, and welcome back to Appletinis with Ken. I'm Ken Arnold. I'm here because I love the Philadelphia Eagles, and I want you guys to know about it at home. Let me tell you something, guys. It's so much fun being back. I am super psyched to be here. I'm hiding in the basement from the wife and kids right now, talking to the Philadelphia Eagles, having a great time. I am so psyched to be back after last season. You know what happened last season. Super Bowl champs last season, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am really psyched about what we got coming up this season because we're defending champs. We got to go out there and prove to everybody we deserve to win that Super Bowl last year. So, I'm going to check my volume right now and make sure that that's working correctly. So, there we go. Yeah. So, my audio is working correctly. Boom. So, let's get on with this. So, guys, let's talk about this past week's game with the Atlanta Falcons, right? The season opener at the Link. The Falcons came up. They wanted a little payback. Guess what? Didn't get it. No way, right? We beat them 18-12. Sent them home crying again. Back to Atlanta. Hey, the Falcons are not a bad team. And everybody's out there right now saying that we didn't play great. Yeah, we did. Our defense showed up again and put the smackdown on them. So I want the people out there who don't have faith right now in the Philadelphia Eagles or Nick Foles or the offense or anything like that, and who are worried, don't worry. Do not worry. Relax. It's one game against a good team. The Falcons are a good team. They couldn't do anything against our defense. Their offense wasn't killing it. All right? And the Falcons have a good defense as well. They're fast. Okay, just because Foles didn't light it up and throw for 400 yards like he did in the Super Bowl or in the Vikings game doesn't mean that Nick didn't have a good game. And the one interception he threw, Dallas Goedert, you got to catch that, son. That ball's got to be caught. He wouldn't have had an interception at that point, and we probably would have still kept moving the football. So, one good note about the game, the Falcons, that is the sixth straight home game that the Eagles have allowed 12 or fewer points, and that's a franchise record, so that's pretty darn good. So, again, our defense showed up. That defensive front is amazing. Amazing, guys. And Jordan Hicks, he was back there flying around. He looked fantastic. And our defensive backs played well. Yeah, did they make a few mistakes? The one ball that Julio Jones caught, and they said he didn't catch. I thought that was a catch. But they didn't call it that way, so guess what? Not a catch. Nick Foles had an average game. He was 34 for 117 yards. Not great, but he managed the game. And when we needed him to drive down the field, we were behind both times. And we came back, drove down the field, and took the lead. So, and he did an excellent job. Sproles, they featured Sproles a lot in the first half. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the Eagles featuring Darren Sproles as the main guy. And Peterson said today, on Monday, that Ajayi is going to be the featured back. So we're going to see how that works out. And I hope I'm saying that right, because last year I had a problem with Ajayi. So I hope I get it right, because people were criticizing me last year about the way I said that. And also Corey Clement. Once he gets rolling and we get him on some screens and things like that, we're going to be fine. Our running game, Ajayi got in there and he scored twice, 2 touchdowns when we needed them. He had big runs. He's going to have a lot of big runs this season. And on the one where he got a first down, I think it was 3rd and 1, he actually tripped and fell. And if he didn't, he was gone. There was nobody in front of him. So I do believe he is going to have an excellent season. Our receivers, our tight ends, Ertz, he dropped a couple. That's the first time in a long time I've seen Zach Ertz do that. But again, he's going to settle in. He'll be fine. You just got to be patient. You got to be patient. We get Alshon Jeffrey back in a few weeks. So the Eagles' Eagles' offense is going to be fine. We just got to get into a rhythm, get things working. And again, the Falcons are a good team. They're not a bad team. They're not a pushover. Just because we beat them in the playoffs last year doesn't mean that we're just going to roll over them this year. Especially when they want paybacks and they want to come into our house and beat us and prove that they should have gone to the Super Bowl. Hey, Victor Coco, thanks, man. Thanks for joining me. I knew you'd be one of the first people to come on board. Hey, if you have any questions about the football game, Victor, feel free, because that's why I'm here. I'm talking Eagles football in September. We are the defending Super Bowl champions, and guess what? We are looking to go back to the Super Bowl, and we're off to a good start. We're 1-0. That's right, 1-0, baby. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch my microphone over so I can hear. I'll be right back, guys. There we go. That's better. Now I can hear better now. Whew. Well, glad you could join me, Victor. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get some other people on here to talk Eagles football. But after watching that game the other night on Thursday night, I got to tell you, the defense 2 times, once at the end of the first half and then once at the end of the game, 4th down stops on the goal line. I'm telling you, our defense is going to crush people again this year. They are going to get on quarterbacks, and they are going to make big plays, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm very excited. With Bennett added to the mix now, with Cox and Long. Did I say Cox and Long? Hey, what's going on with Mac Hollins? I don't know, Troy, man. Mac Hollins, I want to see him out there. And they got him on the injured list right now, and I don't really know what's the story with him. I do know that Carter had a good preseason, and they might keep him in there for a little bit. They don't want to let Hollins go because if somebody goes down, they might need an extra receiver. So hopefully Mac will get back out there. He's just injured right now, and they'll be able to find a spot for him once he gets back. So it'd be nice to see. I like Mac Hollins. I think he's a decent receiver. I think he can get downfield, and he can make some big plays for us, especially once Carson Wentz gets back. Yes, Darren Sproles was awesome. That one first down he fought for and got for us, that was amazing. It's good to see Darren Sproles back out there. But again, I don't think Darren should be the featured back. I think it should be Jay, and then you use Sproles in certain situations. So that's my outlook, the way I see it. But, I'm not the coach. Doug Peterson is. He won a Super Bowl. So the guy, he's got to know what he's doing, right? The coolest thing that I saw the other night is they busted out the Philly Special 2.0. That's right. They busted it out. Except this time, the snap went to Nick. He gave it to Corey. Corey flipped it to Nelson. Nelson threw it back to Nick. What a great play. Got us a first down. Kept that drive alive. Fantastic. You know what? I think we should run the Philly Special every game. Why not? We're known for it now. We might as well run it once a game. And if it keep doing it till they stop it. I doubt we'll see that again this season. But if we do, it would be pretty darn cool. So, hey, Troy, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. That's fantastic. Again, the defense was fantastic. I mean, it just showed out. And everybody was getting on the defensive backs. I am sorry, but those guys played a fantastic game. They really did. Darby and Mills. Mills got burned on that one, but it wasn't even a catch. They said that Julio Jones didn't maintain possession. So, yeah, for the most part, it was great. McLeod should have had that interception. That would have been big for us as well. And the Falcons, which is supposed to be one of the high-powered offenses in the league, again, only scored 12 points against us. Last year in the playoffs, 10. That's damn good. Our defense is good, people. Have faith in your defense. You know what they say? Defense wins championships. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know in the Super Bowl last year, there wasn't a lot of defense being played. But during the season, the defense will get us there. Back to the playoffs where we will dominate. It's going to be a fun time. In the meantime, let's be patient with Nick Foles. Okay? Carson is coming back. But let's not rush Carson. Let's not do that at all. Let's not rush him back to the field. Let him get to 100%. Over the next few games, okay, we've got the Buccaneers, we've got the Colts, and who else do we have right before the Vikings? It's blanking right now. I'm sorry. But they're not hard games. Difficult. The Bucs, it might be. After they blew out the Saints. That was amazing what they did against the Saints this past weekend. But the other 2 games, Tennessee. Is it Tennessee? Yeah, the Titans. And who's the other? I can't think of it right now. I will check. Let me bring up the Philadelphia Eagles schedule right here, right now. Victor Coco, if you know, let me know. I'm going to bring up that schedule right now. There we go. So we got the Bucs, we've got the Colts, we've got the Titans, and then it gets difficult. We run into the Vikings, the Giants, the Panthers, and the Jags. Wow. And then I think we have a bye week. Yep. And then we play the Cowboys. So we don't have an easy schedule after we play the Titans. And, any given Sunday, the Colts or the Titans could beat us if we're not ready for them. So that will be interesting. Interesting to see how it plays out and when we bring Carson Wentz back. When are you going to put him back into the game? When are you going to put him back on the field? Are you going to put him back on the field against the Vikings? Are you going to put him back on the field against the Giants? Or are you going to bring him back against the Titans? I would say give Foles, the Buccaneers, and the Colts, and then let Carson come back if he's ready for the Titans. Let him play against the Titans. Get him ready for the Vikings game when the Vikings come to Philadelphia. That's going to be an amazing game. The Vikings, they look good. Kirk Cousins looked good yesterday. He was on point. He was dealing yesterday. So the Vikings, again, a very tough team. Very tough team to play against. What was kind of cool, and I talked about deja vu with Nick Foles running the Philly 2.0. It was eerily similar, how the game ended, right, to last year's playoff game. 4th down, they go to Julio Jones on the last play of the game, and he catches. This time he caught the ball, but it landed out of bounds. What was the point spread last Eagles game at game time? I don't know, but we were underdogs. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I don't remember. I think maybe it was 3.5. The playoff game. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to look that up. But we were underdogs. We were underdogs in every playoff game. You know that, Victor. You know what went down last playoffs. Nobody gave us a chance. And again, this season, the media not giving us a chance. Not Philly. Maybe one outlet was like, yeah, the Eagles are going to repeat. Everybody else, no way. Everybody else is 10 times better. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Right? It is going to hurt that we don't have Blunt in the backfield. I will admit that. But you know what? I think Jay is going to kill it. He's just as good. Just as good. We just got to feed him the ball. And Peterson said today he will be the featured back, not Darren Sproles. He got a little Sproles happy in the first half, and people were like, what's going on? I was sitting here on the couch going, why is Sproles getting the ball every time? He's not a featured back. He's never been a featured back. He's great out of the backfield. He's great on third downs. But at his age right now, not a featured guy. I'm looking for him to do a lot on special teams, and I'm looking for him to be big on third downs, and every once in a while come up with some big plays. Yeah, Vic, 52 to be exact, waiting for a Super Bowl win. I'm 49, so I've been waiting 49 myself, but the city of Philadelphia has been waiting for a Super Bowl for 52 years. We finally got it. Now let's get another one. How about that? Let's get back-to-back Super Bowls. And, over the next 10 years with Carson Wentz and the boys, we run off 3 or 4, maybe 5. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. But again, don't rush Carson Wentz back. Not necessary. It's not necessary. You don't need to rush him back at this point in time. Let him heal. Let him get ready. And then put him in the game. All right? I think Nick Foles is more than adequate. And even if Nick Foles gets hurt, guess what? Sudfeld's not bad. He's not bad. He can manage, especially with the defense we have. And once we get all of our offensive pieces back, okay, we get Alshon Jeffrey back. Wow, he's going to open up a lot of opportunities for the other receivers. The reason Nelson Aguilar last year did so well in that slot was because Alshon Jeffrey drew coverage on the outside. That's why he was able to do what he did last year. And guess what? Once Alshon is back, Aguilar is going to be all over the field doing the same thing he did last year, making huge plays because it's going to be one-on-one and people can't stay with him. They just can't. They can't keep up with Aguilar. He's just too damn fast. So, going to be an amazing season once we get all the pieces in place. Now, can we be good with Nick Foles? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nick is a streaky quarterback. You got to understand that. He's going to have 2 or 3 bad games, but then all of a sudden he's going to rattle off 3 or 4 really good games. And if we can get to, let's say, let me take a look at the schedule again. If we can get to the Panthers, the Jags game, right? If we can get to the Jags game and we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 when we get to the Jags game, 5 and 3, I think we're setting it up. If the first half of the season, if we're 5 and 3, I think we're set up to make another run at it. But we've got to win 5 out of our first 8. And then we'll have Wentz back, we'll have all the pieces in place, and we can go from there. So I'm very excited, people, about this season. I saw a lot of good things happen this weekend. I saw the Browns not lose. How about that? They tied, but they didn't win. They tied, but hey, the Browns didn't lose. I saw Mahomes in Kansas City. Wow, that kid's going to be phenomenal. Tyreek Hill had a great day for him. They both looked amazing. Aaron Rodgers coming back last night against the Bears. Whoa, that was crazy. Very exciting football game. I'm glad football's back. I love football. I know you guys, if you're watching this, you love the Philadelphia Eagles. I love the Philadelphia Eagles. I got my Super Bowl shirt on. We're looking to repeat as champs. I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to come on here and give you my Eagles game recap. Guys, relax. We're going to be fine. Nick Foles is going to be fine. Let's take our time with Carson Wentz. You got to think long term. You can't think we need him tomorrow. All right? Let the guy heal. Let him get 100% before we bring him back into the game. So, all right. I see another comment came on. Does Ken Arnold have an Eagles Stadium tailgating party? Nice meetup. You know, that would be fun. I would love to come up to Philadelphia. I mean, it's not that far away from me. I'm in Maryland down here. It's not that far away. Still have a lot of family up there. I would love to get up and just go hang out in the parking lot with all the Eagle fans. And, just videotape the festivities and all the stuff that goes on. And it would be a great time. I went to the parade last year up in Philly. Man, that was a blast. Yeah, it was cold, but you know what? You didn't feel it. You didn't feel it because everybody was so excited. The energy, it was incredible. You'll never see anything like that in Philadelphia again. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. So, but guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've been on for 20 minutes talking Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to do this after every Eagles game on a Monday. I will see you guys, unless, of course, they play on Monday. And then I'll do it on Tuesday. But I'm going to be here talking Eagles, game recaps. I'd love it if you guys came on. I love if you just come on here, ask questions, make comments. I love to argue with Cowboy fans, because you're stupid. So there is that. Or Giants fans and Redskins fans. I live down here in Maryland near, Redskins, FedEx Field, not too far away. And they're going to the Super Bowl after that first win against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, don't get me wrong. They look good. They did, the Redskins. But you're playing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are on the downslope. You got Sam Bradford as your quarterback. We remember that. We remember having him as our quarterback. Not very good. And the Arizona Cardinals defense, not what it used to be. Not anywhere close. Hey, Victor Coco, thank you. I will talk to you soon. I'll see everybody later. I'm out of here. I'm going to listen to my favorite song before I go. All right, folks. I'll see you later.